Hi guys, welcome to LM Handmade Boutique. Thank you so much for joining me today. We are going to be making these super cute arm warmers with the knitting machine. Our 22 needle knitting machine will work for this pattern. We're gonna use Impeccable Yarn by Loops and Thread. It's a number 4 weight yarn. They have many colors. This color is Aqua, which I really love, and it works really great with the machine and for this pattern. We're also going to be using a 5mm crochet hook, and of course our little needle with the little hook edge here. So these are what they look like, really cute, the crocheted edging. And make sure you subscribe to my channel for more patterns, and let's get started with this project. Okay, I've done about 3 arm lengths of yarn and put it in the middle of the machine because you're gonna need this for your crocheting at the end. So about 3 to 4 if you want to play it safe. And we're just gonna cast on, and we're doing circular knitting. So we have our machine set on circular knitting, and we're just gonna cast on in our normal manner. And makes it easy. And then we're going to thread and close our little tab. I like to pull that down just to make sure. And we're just gonna, we always go slow on the first round, but we're just gonna continue with the circular knitting all the way around, nice and slow. And we're gonna do that. And the first round sometimes is tough. Especially if I'm not sitting, I'm gonna sit. And just gonna keep on going around. Yeah, once you get through that first one, it's a lot smoother. At least on my machine it is. But we're just gonna continue this regular circular knitting for 35 to 40 rounds. I think I'm gonna do 35 for this pair and show you. You can always go longer. You can even go longer than that. But I think 35 is a good size, and I will do my 35 rows in the same way, and I will meet you when I'm done. I just wanted to quickly show you how much faster I am going once we get into the middle of the rows here. And I have my yarn on the floor in a box as well. So I just wanted to let you know that it's a nice way of doing it and just kind of rolling along. So it's really quick, and I'll be back with you in just a second. 35 rows, and I wanted to show you, you're also going to need one of these nice needles. I know you get one with the machine, it's a little plastic one, but I got this on Amazon in a package of a bunch of needles, and I just love it. I use it a lot for sewing in ends too. It's metal, and it's just great. So we're going to cast off now. I took 3 body lengths of yarn out, and we're going to place that in the middle. And let's make sure we don't have too much here. We're gonna make sure we close this, and we're just gonna cast off just like we normally would. Pulling through. I usually take out like 4 and pull them up together. And try not to do it too fast. And just pull it through. You don't have to pull it through too much, just enough to get around. And we'll just continue all the way around. Same thing. Just getting that. That's why these needles are so great. The little crooked ends really helps a lot. I'll try to do it fast for you. Doesn't get too boring. We are getting there. All the way around. I'm not skipping any stitches on this one. Make sure we get every one. Whoops. When you try to go fast. Getting to the end now, and here we go. Pull these off, and now you just want to make sure. This last one's always tricky. Sometimes I just go back the other way and just grab it with my fingers. It's just easier. Somehow it always seems to get caught on me. I don't know, maybe it won't on you, but it does on me a lot. So I'll just go back in there. And now you're just going to pull all that yarn all the way through, and then I will meet you up on the next step. You can see I completed one. We're gonna do the same stitching on both sides. I've already done one side on my second one as well. And I have these cute little arm warmers. You can just see it, very simple and real cute, and I just love this color. All right, let me put this one aside, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to finish these off. Okay. Okay, so you just want to, I like to stretch it out and kind of just keep it nice and loose. And you're going to see, you're going to have your yarn coming through the end here. And you have 2 stitches right here. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take this up and chain 1, and we're gonna single crochet right back in this stitch. And now we're gonna continue our single crochet around. And we're just gonna do that. We're gonna have 22 single crochets right across the edge, and you can see every time you're gonna pick up these 2 stitches. They're pretty loose, and you can see them, but also you want to pull. I just keep pulling it as I go so the end doesn't get too tight, and you want to stitch nice and loosely. So this is nice and comfortable to wear as well. And you can just see, grab those 2 stitches, pull it, and just continue your single crochet right around the edge. Just gives it a nice finish. It smooths out the edges. So we're just going to continue around with our single crochet. You can see the stitches real clearly. And you just want to keep pulling. You can see. Go around, and you'll see we've got one more here, and that's why you want to keep pulling it so you can really see, because that end one will get tight if you don't. And you just want to slip stitch right into your first single crochet. And now you're just gonna pull that yarn right through. Let's do that all the way, all the way. What I like to do is just go right through the next stitch and pull it back through. So you have a nice clean edge there as well. So you're just gonna have your single crochet right across the edge. So now we're gonna take this yarn and we're gonna pull it through this loop here. You'll see you have these large loops around, and we're just going to pull that yarn from the back through that, any loop, the closest one to where you are. And we're gonna essentially do the same thing. We're gonna find these 2 stitches here. We're gonna pull it through, we're gonna chain 1, and we're gonna single crochet right around that same 2 stitches. And now we're gonna grab the next 2 and single crochet. And you can see, I just wanna make sure you see these holes, and you can see the 2 stitches that we're going into. So we're just going under those stitches and just doing a single crochet. And in the same way all the way around, just to kind of clean up and give it more of a finished look. So we just continue, and the same thing, you want to keep it loose and just keep stitching around. And you really don't have to pull on this one because everything is already where it needs to be for the most part, but you can kind of take a look at it if you want to make sure you don't miss your stitches. But you can see there's a fairly big enough hole here where you can just find it easily and pull it through. And just go all the way right around. And it gives you a nice kind of ribbed edge on the arm warmers, which I think is nice. So you see, like, it's such a fun, quick project to do. And everybody loves these. They're just fun to wear. And you can make multiple colors and wear them layered or however you want. So it's fun. And here's your first single crochet. We're just gonna slip stitch right in there and pull. See, we did good on that, leaving our end. And I do the same thing. Pull it, I like to pull it forward here and just pull the yarn through, and then we'll sew it in underneath. You can see, let's just flatten it out, your cute little pair of arm warmers. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and make sure you subscribe to LM Handmade Boutique, and thank you so much for joining me.